What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. Apologies for the late post, but without further ado, I'm going to do what I did before with chart replay and everything like that so you guys can understand what I was thinking coming into the market and everything along those lines. So let's go ahead and get into this. So coming into the morning, I saw that we obviously manipulated lower and had a massive push up from the CPI candle. So I was leaning more towards bullish for the day, especially to these two highs, like for sure, but not up here, because up here we did have this daily inefficiency right here that we were just hesitating to hit. So because ES at the same time already hit it, so there was a divergence there, and I wasn't really expecting some strong push up to that level, which in this case obviously we never did. We ended up kind of chopping around, and then in the PM we ended up taking it. But coming into the morning, I did want to see a bit of a retrace, maybe to like equilibrium of this CPI range or down to like previous day high to support price there and then go up. But at this point, I really was just waiting. So if we play it out, I wanted to see if we could have some strong manipulation, which is what we did, I think, right after this. So we came down, we manipulated, and then we had this massive wick coming off of this level here. And then from here, I did see this 1 minute IFEG, but there wasn't enough confluences from this leg reacting off of areas over here for me to want to take this with a good RR, because even if I did enter straight on that close, and I had I would have been comfortable maybe putting a stop below that opening price and then targeting the high. It didn't really make complete sense to me. Obviously it would have worked, but I just decided to end up waiting because we also did have this 5 minute gap here that I wanted to see us close through, which we did. But of course, if there were if there were more confluences here, then I probably would have stopped along on that and then just held it up to that high, maybe up to here as well, or partial up to here, or partial here, and then take the full position off there. But I never ended up entering there, which is fine. Play price out a little bit more. Okay, so at this point, right, I noticed that we had a 5 minute order block right here. Right, we traded through it, creating a breaker, and then displaced above this high. So at this point, I was literally just waiting for confirmation. Okay, so we tapped back into that breaker, and then we also had an SMT with ES with this 5 minute gap. So if you look here, right, we don't take that 5 minute gap low, but then on ES here at 955, we do run it. So we had SMT inside of our key level, which was the breaker. Okay, and then I was waiting for some sort of pushback up, which we did get here, but there was no IFEG, so I went to the 30-second and then waited for that to close through, which got closed through right there. I ended up entering at like the top of this wick right here, basically where the entry is. Really bad fill. It ended up coming back to tap the inversion and then started to run, but it is what it is. Had good stop placement, and it ended up tapping it one more time before finally getting that candle that I wanted to see. And then boom, I partialed there. I was expecting to see this up here, that daily fair value gap, but of course I ended up getting stopped in profit basically right about here, because I put my stop at this opening price. And then at that point I was like, oh shit, it's probably gonna run. And then for the rest of the day, it didn't really do too much. I'll move this out of here so you could see it. So for the rest of the day, we pretty much just sold off, generated so much low resistance liquidity. Ended up shorting down back into this breaker here. If you look on the 5 minute, you could see that we have the low, high, lower, low, right? We have an order block here. It's a breaker and order block depending on how you look at it. It's a bit messy, but it's still a strong key level that supported price, and then shot it back up to that draw that I did want to see. So yeah, that was pretty much it for today. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna post the day 15 of that mentorship as well, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, without further ado, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also join the free Discord. Tons of people in there joining every day. They're all like-minded, so I'm sure y'all can find some cool connections in there. But yeah, without further ado, I'll leave you boys with that, and I will catch you tomorrow for, I believe it's unemployment. But yeah, peace.